What is going on, my beautiful people? Today we are going to be taking a look at the Tamobyke T73. This is a moped style bike with 2 motors, 2 batteries, dual suspension, and it can fit 2 people riding on it. So with just those facts, this is a pretty impressive bike. And the current listing price is $1,199. If you guys are interested, there is going to be a link in the description along with the discount code. But before you do anything, we have to test out this bike and do some speed tests, a hill climbing test, a brake test, and see what it's like to ride with 2 people on it. But before we do all that, we gotta jump to the unboxing. Oh man, we got a hole in the box. Ooh, but there is some foam right here, so it looks like it was protected. Nice. I like that they put this extra block of foam right here to block off the bike. T73. I wonder if they chose 73 because it seems like Super 73. Ooh, we got a phone holder right here. That's cool. Alright, let's see what's in our box of goodies. We got our toolkit. Yes, we got pegs. Heck yeah. I think we got a long seat too. Dude, that is perfect for a passenger. Oh my gosh. I think I might end up loving this bike. Nice long seat with a designated passenger area and pegs. This makes me so happy. Great job, Tamobyke. Okay, we got a lock, pedals, a license plate holder, our manual, and probably our charger. Yep, our charger. I want to see if they gave us 2 chargers because we have 2 batteries. I think this might be another one right here. Oh yeah! Guys, I absolutely hate it when a bike has 2 batteries and 1 charger. So Tamobyke here gave us 2 chargers for both the batteries. That is great. Now charging time will be cut down in half. So this will charge our battery up to 54.6 volts and it is a 2 amp charger. Each battery is a 20.8 amp hour pack. So you divide 20.8, divide that by 2, and the charge time is 10.4 hours. So it does take quite a while to charge each battery, but each pack by itself is pretty large already. I've seen dual motor e-bikes that have 120 amp hour pack, but this has 2. So I'm not really gonna hate on the long charge time. Over here, I think we got our headlight. You can already see we got a ring around it. Hopefully we have daytime running lights. This is gonna be like a cafe style retro motorcycle looking headlight. Let's get this phone holder out. And right here we have our kickstand. Oh, a pump also. Interesting. Okay, so the top one's gonna be a gas tank looking battery. I think they call these shark packs. Oh, I just noticed we have some storage down here. Guys, the more I'm finding out about this bike, the more excited I'm getting. We've got 2 batteries, 2 motors, storage, and room for 2 riders. Ooh, I think this is going to be our strongest contender in terms of moped style bikes below $1,500. But we still got to test it out. So we're going to find out if it's an amazing bike to buy or it's going to be a flop. Let's get to the keys so we can remove both the batteries and get them charging. Our keys is on the shocks. Okay, we have 2 pairs of keys, so that's 4 keys in total. Let's remove the top one first. Okay, our tank battery says 48 volts, 20.8 amp hours, 998.4 watt hours. I think that's going to be the exact same for our other pack. This one doesn't even say anything actually. Anyways guys, I'm going to get these batteries charging and start working on this bike. Seems like there's a decent amount to do. We got to put on the front motor down here. Got to put on the handlebars, the pedals, the kickstand. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, and the fender, the front fender. So I'm gonna charge these batteries up and start working on it, and I will catch you guys back at the review. Welcome back, y'all. Before we dive into the specs, let's take a look at the aesthetics. Honestly, this bike kind of reminds me of the Ride 1 Up Rev 1. But that's a good thing because this bike is pretty dang sexy. If you're into cafe racer looking bikes, then it doesn't get much better than this. It has that Super 73/Rev 1 look. This is a sticker right here, so if you don't like it, you can remove it. I'm absolutely loving the way this thing looks. It looks like a classic cafe racer. And what I also love is that they gave us storage down here. So many moped style e-bikes do not come with any storage, so that's going to be really nice to have. What do you guys think? It looks pretty sexy, eh? Alright, enough with the aesthetics, let's dive into the specs. Starting down low, we have 180mm rotors front and rear, paired with 4-piston hydraulic brakes. The brand that we're looking at is called Logan. I've tried these brakes before. They work perfectly fine. Behind the rotor, we have our front motor, which we also have in the rear. Each hub motor peaks at 1,500 watts. So technically, this bike can peak at 3,000 watts. That is solid for this price point, and I can't wait to test it on a hill. Our tires are going to be 20x4-inch fat tires. And it says CST BFT Cross. And they do come with some knobby tread. Above our tires, we have a plastic fender. And that's going to be attached to our suspension fork. There are no adjustable knobs, but these should help us absorb some bumps. It looks like we're getting about an inch of travel. Also attached to our forks is our headlight. We have a nice round headlight that gives it that aggressive cafe racer look. This is what the headlight looks like in my garage with no lights on. It looks like the halo light automatically turns on even if you're not using the headlight. This is what the headlight turned on, off. So the headlight is pretty good. It's not super bright, but you should be able to see at night. And you'll get the attention of cars, so you'll ride just fine. Underneath our seat, we have a tail light and a brake light. When I hit the brake levers, a second light appears. I let go, I squeeze the lever. And I let go, squeeze the lever. We also got turn signals. They might be a little difficult to see during the daytime, but at night they're visible. Moving up to our handlebars, we got some BMX style bars, and it has some rise to it, so it should be pretty comfortable. When the bars are a little bit taller like this, that means you're going to be in a much more comfortable riding position and your arms and shoulders aren't going to hurt as much. On the left side, we're going to have our rubber ergonomical grips. They feel super grippy. Right here, we have a red button. This looks like a boost mode, which it kind of is because it turns on the dual motor function. If you look at the display, if I press it, something pops up that says D. I guess D stands for dual motors. Next to that, we have our switch that controls the headlight and our turn signals for the rear and our horn. Yeah, that's going to sound loud enough to get the attention of cars and pedestrians or cyclists. Over here, we have our hydraulic brake levers. They feel really snappy and they feel great in the hands. Over here, we have our keypad with a plus and minus. That's going to control our pedal assist levels. And then we have our on and off button. Coming to the middle, we have our color display. It shows us our battery bars. Right now we have 5 out of 5 battery bars. It shows us our miles per hour and our pedal assist modes, our trip, and our odometer. On the right side, we're going to have our standard 7-speed Shimano shifter. So usually on a normal e-bike, I would use the shifter and shift down to a lower gear, so it'll help me pedal much more easily when going uphill. But with this bike, because we got 2 motors, I don't think we're going to have any trouble going uphill at all. And then right next to the shifter, we're going to have our half-twist throttle. Coming to the frame, we have our batteries right here. Each battery is 20.8 amp hours. So the total is going to be a little bit over 41 amp hours. That is amazing. That type of capacity is definitely needed on a dual motor e-bike, especially if you ride with 2 people. You're going to have all that weight plus the power from 2 motors. That's going to be draining your battery quickly. But because we have 2 batteries, the range is going to be really good. With both these batteries combined, the listing says we can get 120 miles. Let's just say I tested a bike with 1 motor, but I had 2 batteries, 48 volts, about 40 amp hours, and I got about 50 miles of range riding aggressively. My educated guess, with 1 motor and both the batteries running, we can also get 50 miles, but it'll probably go down to 40 miles if we're riding super aggressive with both motors on. Maybe we can get over 100 miles if we go super slow, 1 motor, and using pedal assist. At the bottom of the frame, we have our storage area. Honestly, this makes me so happy to see. More e-bikes need to come with something like this because it's just a clean design and it's perfect for carrying your water bottle, your lock, keys, some snacks or food. Even though it's not a huge space, having any storage at all is really useful. So Tamobyke, good job on that. Coming over to our seat, it has a nice design. And in the rear, it elevates a little bit. It's kind of like a separate spot for your passenger. There's a ton of foam, so it should be pretty comfortable. The recommended rider height is going to be from 5'2" to 6 feet. I'm 5'6" with a 28-inch inseam, which means I have short legs and I can almost flat foot the bike. Check it out. This is going to be a pretty comfortable ride for me. Guys, not only do we have an area for a passenger seat, we got pegs. This makes me so happy to see because a bike like this is going to be perfect for riding with 2 people. And I know a ton of people, including myself, when they're looking to buy an e-bike, a lot of times they want the capabilities to fit 2 people. Because riding is fun, but riding with 2 people and being able to share your joy and experience on an e-bike makes it even more special. Below our seat, we have our rear shock. On the spring, it says 350 pounds. So together, that's 700 pounds. At the very bottom here, we have our derailleur guard, our derailleur, and our 7-speed freewheel. And behind our freewheel, we have our rear hub motor. That's going to be the same type of motor that's in the front. All right, guys, we just finished going over the specs. Now we can take this bad boy on the road and see what it's really like to ride. All right, guys, we are outside on the Tamobyke T73. We're currently on pedal assist level 5. That's our highest mode. And we're going to do a top speed test, but with 1 motor. So in 3, 2, 1. There's a little bit of brake rub, but it's okay. That'll go away later on when the pads wear down. So right now we're getting 25, 27, 28, 29. Come on, 30, 30, oh, 31 on GPS. 32. Okay, let me pull over to the side and then we can do a top speed test with 2 motors. I'm gonna hit that red button. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! We got tire burnout. Big difference. Let's go, let's go. That's 30, 31, 33, 34, 35. Oh man, 36, 37. We saw 37. Come on, come on. Oh, we're staying at 36 now. Can we see 37 again? Let's go, come on. What if I tuck? 37. We saw 37 again. All right, I'm gonna call it. So with my weight at 180 pounds, I saw 37 miles per hour for a split second. Yeah, the acceleration is pretty good with both motors. So the acceleration isn't the most I felt, but it's pretty damn good. So let's hear that burnout again. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Easy. Okay, let me try to put some weight in the front. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. Now we got the power down in the front. Ooh, I really wonder how it's gonna perform on a hill test. We're gonna stop by the train tracks first to test out the off-road capabilities, but then we're gonna go take it to the hill. All right, we made it to the train tracks. I like to do my off-road testing here because we got some bumpy dirt. See, the storage already comes in handy. Bam, selfie stick. So I'm gonna take it off the dual motor mode so that we can test out the pedal assist a little bit. I just wanna see what my pedal stroke looks like. So the pedal assist kicks on the motor after about 1 rotation. If I wanted to extend my legs more, I can sit further on the seat. See, just like that. Now I'm almost at full extension. Okay, let's go over some bumps. Oh! Yeah, that rear shock is stiff. Oh! I really hope that when I have 2 people on here, the rear suspension is gonna feel a lot better. Because with just myself at 180 pounds, I'm not compressing the suspension that much, the rear suspension. The front suspension feels good. Okay, I took it off selfie mode so that we can just rip it across the dirt. And I need both hands for that. So I'm gonna go dual motor mode again, then level 5. We're on dirt, so we're probably gonna get some intense burnout. Oh shit! Oh man, that's wild. That's so fun. Burning out is just, it's like, it releases a different type of fun, man. It's probably not the most efficient because you're not moving anywhere, but, oh, okay, I felt the shock compress a little bit right there. Yeah, so burning out isn't the most efficient thing to do, but it's really fun. Oh, big bumps, big bumps. Whoa. Okay, I have to stand up on the pedals. That makes it way more comfortable to go over the big bumps. Ooh, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Oh, oh. All right, guys, let's go head over to Signal Hill. Signal Hill is the largest hill in my area. With both motors on, the bike feels pretty good in terms of torque. But is it gonna be good enough to climb Signal Hill? I guess we're gonna have to find out. Guys, one thing I like about this bike is that the dual batteries are running off some type of balancer. So you can't use both batteries at the same time. This way, both batteries can help each other out. And that means more range than just waiting for one to run out and then switching to the other one. All right, guys, we made it to Signal Hill. It's the giant hill in front of me, and it is super steep. It's not very long, but it's crazy steep. Let's see if you guys can see this car climb up here right now. Look at him go, look at him go. It's like climbing up a wall. Okay, right now we have 4 out of 5 battery bars, and we've done 8.8 miles. So we're gonna attempt this climb after the battery's been drained a little bit. Not much, but it's not 100%. So just for clarification, I've tested a bike with one motor that peaks at 2,000 watts, and it could not make it up there. So this bike with both motors can peak at 3,000 watts. So let's go find out what it's capable of. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Okay, we're at the base of the hill, and we're gonna start the climb right now. Come on, 27 miles per hour, 25, 23, 21, 20. Can I make it? Can I make it? This is the hardest part right here. 12 miles per hour. Oh, it's doing it. 13, 14. We made it, guys, we made it, we cleared it. That was beautiful. That did better than I thought, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I had my doubts. I really did. But surprisingly, it climbed it like a boss. So good job, Tamobyke. Honestly, I think I'm falling in love with this bike more and more. I haven't even tested out the dual rider capabilities yet, but I know that it could at least fit 2 people. So guys, this bike might be one of my favorite bikes for under $1,300. So check it out, guys. This is how high we climbed. This is the top of the world, at least on top of Long Beach. We're so high up, we can see the ocean over there. We can see the downtown buildings and the cranes from the port of Long Beach in LA. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the climbing ability of this bike. This thing performed beautifully. I kind of want to go down to the beach and find that one guy that sells coffee out of his car. Plus, we got to put on some more miles to do a range test, kind of. And it's always nice being at the beach. Check this out, guys. I think every morning in Long Beach, they have like a free yoga class on the bluff, and it just overlooks the water. It's a really nice place to be. It's pretty cool. You see men and women here. There's always something going on in Long Beach. It's a very active community. So yeah, we made it to the beach. It's a cloudy day. Still beautiful though. Oh man, I don't think Bean is here. Dang, I'm not gonna get my coffee. It's okay, we're at the beach anyways. We're gonna enjoy the scenery. Guys, let's try riding on the sand with the 2 motors on. This is so scary. There's so much fishtailing. I did this last time on a test also, and I'm starting to get used to it a bit more, but it's still scary as shit. Jeez, if you need to ride on sand, it's doable. It's just gonna be fishtailing a lot. Oh man, that felt crazy. I wonder if I'm ever gonna get used to that feeling. When you ride on sand, it's just a constant battle of just going back and forth like that. Okay guys, right now I'm gonna go head to the mall and then we're gonna go do a brake test. And then after that, I'm gonna go put a passenger in the back and see what it's like to ride with two people. So right now we are at the mall parking lot and this is where I do my designated brake test. Here's the name of the game. Once I reach this stick right here, I'm gonna hit my brakes and see how many car spaces it takes to come to a complete stop. I'm gonna ride at around 25 miles per hour. And just so you guys can use as a gauge, I've never stopped in the second spot. 3 to 4 is really good, 4 to 5 is average, and 6 and over means that you're gonna die and you need to change your brakes. So without further ado, let's get it. Okay, here we go. Tamobyke T73 brake test, let's go! Come on, come on. That's 25 right there, just gotta hold it. Oh, I think we were over 25 miles per hour and we ran over the stick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed in the 4th parking space. So I'm happy with the brakes, especially for such a heavy bike with both motors. They're gonna stop you just fine. Now the only thing we gotta do left is go find a passenger so we can test out that passenger seat. Let's go see who's available to help me out. By the way guys, I discovered something really cool. Actually, it wasn't me. It was a viewer of a different e-bike told me that you could see the voltage by hitting the power button a few times, but that was for a different e-bike. So I tried it with this one and it works. So you just double tap the power button a few times and then the voltage appears. Check it out. So I double tapped it 2 times and now we have a little battery icon and it shows us 46.9 volts. That is really cool. Reading the voltage is gonna be much more accurate than relying on those battery bars, especially because our battery bars don't even show us a percentage. So if you learn how to read the voltage, it's gonna be way more accurate. So this chart right here shows that 100% is 54.6 volts and 0% is 42. So right now we're at 46.9 and the closest thing on the chart is 46.8. That's 35% battery life left. And that's gonna be way more accurate than relying on the battery bars right here. All right, now let's get going and find someone to ride with us. All right guys, I found my dad, AKA Raspy Pops, and we're gonna ride 2 up on the Tamobyke T73. Some people say I got my voice from him. So what do you think? Say hey Pops.
Hey Pop.
You ready to ride 2 people?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
So before we start riding, I gotta put the pegs down. And this is what it looks like when my dad gets on. Plenty of space. How's your butt feel?
Good, good.
Is there enough space for you?
Oh yeah,
All right guys, so this bike can fit 2 people comfortably. I still don't feel the rear shock though. You feel the rear shock? Let me try to go up a driveway. Okay, I feel it a little bit. So if you do hit any bumps or dips, it is gonna work, but you gotta be pretty heavy. I think with me and my dad combined, we're close to 300 pounds. I'm 180 pounds. How much are you?
130.
He's 130. So right now we got 310 pounds on the bike. Okay, Pop, how was it riding with 2 people?
Really comfortable.
Comfortable?
Yeah, comfortable.
Was the seat hard? A little bit hard? Soft?
No, it's
firm?
good seat. Firm. Pretty good. Good.
Okay, there you guys have it. So the Tamobyke can fit 2 people and pretty comfortably too. All right, thanks, Pop.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we did all our testing, so now it's time to wrap it up. To be honest, I think this is a great platform to build off of too. So if you wanted to modify it, you can. But at the same time, this bike is really great how it is. For $1,200 and having 40 amp hours of battery and dual motors, it's kind of unheard of, especially because you can ride with 2 people. And I'm still really excited about this storage area. I know most of you will disregard this, but to me, this is really valuable. I think this bike might be my favorite bike for this price range. For 1,200 bucks, you get a lot. And I'll probably have a discount code to help you drop the price a little bit too. So if you guys are looking for a moped style bike that could fit 2 people, have 2 batteries, dual motors, and can conquer any hill, then the T73 might be for you. So if you guys are interested in the T73, please click that link in the description. It helps me out a ton at no cost to you. And like I said, there's gonna be that discount code there too. So I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Please give this video a thumbs up and a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.